Hello everybody, welcome to my fourth drawing video. Today I'm trying something a little bit new with my video. I'm using different camera angles. I still don't have a dedicated place to set up at this point, so I'm still working off my kitchen table. Right now I'm in the middle of setting up a dedicated area in my little apartment where I can keep everything set up and get proper lighting. I'm still gathering the materials for that, but with this video here I'm still in my living room with improper lighting, so please bear with me. I am working on upping my quality as I go. So here I've already sketched out what I'm drawing. I didn't use the sketching out footage that I made because my lighting was such that you couldn't see what I was drawing. So I picked up at the pinning in. Here I am doing the outlining, working really big with a big piece of poster board. Find out if you work big, you got to be getting the card kind of far away, so it's really hard for you guys to see the details. So it's another thing I'm figuring out on how to do it. I'm working with a really big, giant, fat Sharpie. I like those a lot. They put out a lot of ink really fast, and you can just really focus on what you're doing. And I like the big, fat lines. Makes everything look real dynamic. Anyway, so yeah, here I am back to another camera angle. Like I said, I'm experimenting as I go forward. So this is my fourth video, and I have to say that the voicing over part is still the hardest part. I just run out of things to say. I don't know what to say, and I get tongue-tied. I guess it's something that's fairly common with beginners. So you just got to muscle through until you get better at it, I guess. And that's what I'm doing now. So I really want to communicate with the people that are watching. I really want to communicate with you, the viewer, as an artist and as what I'm doing and where I'm going, and basically who I am. So I really don't want to have a video where I just have music playing with me drawing. So I really want to do these voiceovers. So it's really important to me to add my voice to what you're seeing. This design I'm drawing is something I had an idea for a long time ago for a t-shirt design. I call it Tyrannosaurus Flex. Thought it would be something that would be interesting for bodybuilders and the health conscious crowd. I really like drawing big like this on large pieces of paper, because then when you photograph it or scan it in whatever way you do, when you reduce it down to the size you need, your details are much more refined and small, and so that way you don't have to kill yourself drawing in the really small little details. You can just draw them big and then reduce it down in the computer or however you do that. I take photographs of all my artwork, generally with my phone. I have a pretty decent phone that takes good high resolution images, and I get them onto my computer, and then I can enhance them from there and do whatever I need to do to them from there. Just add to them or color enhance them. I have a tablet, I can put them on there and I can actually add color, which you'll see in a little while me doing that. I end up doing that with this design. And so yeah, I'm just still doing the detailing in there, stuff like that. I have a really wide range of subject matter that I like. I like, from the very bizarre to the very mundane. I like drawing landscapes all the way from warriors to cartoon characters to monsters to I try not to limit myself based upon you know, styles or things like that. I just whatever my brain is feeling like, or my inspiration is feeling like expressing at the moment or at the time, I go with it. Sometimes I think I said in one of my last videos, sometimes I'm watching a movie or something like that and I just get a flash of an image and I think, wow, that's a really cool idea right there. Or I'll be reading something or listening to music and get these good ideas. And if you're a beginner watching this and you're wanting to draw, or you're learning to draw, then I would suggest just keep doing it. It's really just a matter of training your hand to know what the movements are that you want it to do. After you do it, 1,000 times, your hand starts getting more comfortable with the pressure that you push down, the speed at which you can go, how much you can do, how much you can't do. I know sometimes it's really frustrating in the beginning to have an idea in your head of the effect you want to get or the look you want to get, and you just can't really get that. If that's the case, just take pieces of paper and just practice. Take a sketchbook and just practice getting that look. Don't put all your eggs in that one basket of like the drawing, and it has to be right for that one drawing. Just keep trying that one thing that you're trying to do, whether it be clouds or waves, water. All those things are kind of hard. Shadows, shading, especially really smooth shading. I notice on a lot of the art sites that I look at, people are really into drawing, really fine images of women, and that requires, real soft shading. It's a hard thing to do. Anyhow, here I've transferred the image to my tablet now, and I'm put in some background color, and now I'm drawing in highlights. I like to work from on the tablet. I like to work from having a base color to drawing in highlights to then going into the shadows and deepening the shadows, kind of like working from the middle out one direction and in the other direction. So you kind of pull up the highlights and then push down the shadows, and it's a really nice effect. I'm not putting a lot of detail into the color because I really kind of have in mind that this maybe will be a t-shirt design, and so I'm just making it so it transfers to the t-shirt medium properly. Sometimes you gotta keep in mind the direction that you're going to go with the artwork, with where it's going to end up ultimately. As an example, I was a tattoo artist for about 15 years, and there's certain things that are hard to tattoo. There's certain ways you draw something when you're going to be translating it to a tattoo, and so you have to kind of keep that in mind. And it's just like that with anything. If you're going to be printing it or using it for t-shirts or just something you're going to just stick on your wall, you just need to kind of adjust your style for the end product is really important. Anyhow, yeah, now I'm doing the shading, kind of pulling it and deepening in some of the shading areas, kind of pushing the three-dimensional qualities of the image a little bit to give it a little bit more dynamicness. I am using reference material. I have a picture of a bodybuilder to the side that I'm using for highlight references. I don't care how long you've been drawing, I don't care how much you've been drawing, reference material is always good. It helps you to get a more realistic image. Even if you're drawing something that's not real, like a dragon, find a picture of an alligator or a Komodo dragon or a snake or something that's like a dragon to use as a reference for shiny spots, highlights, shadows, and things like that. It will really help you. It will really make the image look that much more realistic. So thank you for watching my video. This is the finished product after I got done with it on my computer. And please, if you like my video or want to see more, please subscribe. If you could like the video or comment, that really helps me on the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Bye-bye.